Hola, amigos.
Hola, amigas.
Hello from Buenos Aires. Today we are going to walk around in one of the youngest neighborhoods of Buenos Aires called Puerto Madero. Let's see what is new here. Right across the docks, you can see gleaming skyscrapers that house multinational corporations and luxury apartments. However, today we are definitely not going to explore anything luxurious. We are just going to walk around the streets of Puerto Madero. This port actually served only 15 years and was closed down in 1897. The reason is that cargo ships were very small at first, so this place could feed them. However, eventually cargo ships started getting larger and it was physically impossible to feed them all here. That's why this place was closed down and they opened a new one. For many years, this port was closed down, it was abandoned, everything was dirty here, a lot of old ships, and nothing special at all. However, later on, rich people got hold of this place, started renovating it, building some offices, houses, eventually started opening restaurants, and that's why we see right now this place is more lively and not abandoned anymore. Right behind me is one of the most iconic places of Puerto Madero, which is called Women's Bridge. This rotating footbridge is extremely popular as it can swing 90 degrees in order to let the water traffic pass. This bridge was designed by Spanish architects and it's not like very special for Argentina, but it's said that it represents two people dancing tango. Do you have any such vision that this bridge represents two people dancing tango?
Uh, Definitely not. Maybe I'm not so artistic. Maybe my imagination not so good, but definitely not. But it still looks beautiful.
Yeah, when I first read about it, I was like, what? Like, I don't understand, I'm sorry. This bridge fits 120 people at the same time. I wonder how many is it? Is it a lot? Or who is monitoring it? Next, we are going to visit a ship that was a training ship in 19th century. It's located right on the other side of the bridge. The entrance is 100 pesos. So let's check it out. This ship museum is called Fragata Sarmiento, which is a training ship built at the end of 19th century. It was named after President Domingo Faustino Sarmiento, who is a founder of Argentinian Naval Academy. This ship carried out 37 international trips and also served as a training ship until 1960. Do you see anything interesting?
I see good opportunities.
What else?
New subscribers. Many likes.
So how do you like this ship?
Yeah, interesting. Something you can touch.
Yeah, you can touch some stuff. Careful, don't break anything. Yeah. Some things are closed, but mostly it's still interesting to see. I'm not a huge fan of ships, so just interesting, especially warship. Is it warship? No, it was training ship.
Anyway.
But there are a lot of some weapons, maybe just for training or something. I'm not sure. I'm not. I don't have a lot of knowledge in such things. So it says it's original poster for the film Fragata Sarmento, 1940 film. It's uniform of Marines. This dog looks so realistic, and it represents the like memory of pets who came along with Marines. Oh. Look at his eyes. What are you doing?
Nothing.
A place where you can relax. Especially I can imagine when it's waves, how you fall down. And some rooms of the crew. There's some electrician. Torpedista. Someone working on torpedo. Shall control something. We found kitchen. Actually looks very cozy. Yeah, it's not kitchen, it's more dining. I think we found the oldest cigar. We were also discussing how awesome it would be to have a bar here. Like, so authentic. And we also found a barber shop. And this is the bedroom, and there is also a sink. We are done with the museum. I think it was more interesting than we thought from the outside, because right down into the ship, I don't know what that part is called, is also a lot of different pictures, a lot of artifacts from that time. So I think it's very interesting. Yeah.
Old weapons.
Yeah, some weapons, and you can also interact with some things. Some things you cannot interact with, but someone was touching everything. Anyway, I think it was very interesting, so we definitely recommend this place. At the port, you can find a lot of different restaurants, some bars. We also visited one of the bars here. What was the name? Temple Bar. But we have been there before, and we are not huge fans of this place. But it's very interesting that we noticed here that many restaurants are often empty.
Yeah,
like,
but it's too early.
Yeah, but even when we were here and there were a lot of people in the bar, like many restaurants were empty, like because these restaurants are like as if expensive restaurants, like fancy because Puerto Madero. And it's interesting whether it's worth it eating here or not, because it looks very, very risky. Another very popular place in Puerto Madero is a Renaissance-style monument of Venice in marble fountain. However, when we came here, there is no fountain at all, and everything is protected with a glass, which is very typical in Buenos Aires and can be very annoying sometimes. This sculpture was made by Argentine sculptress Lola Mora in 1904. Originally, the sculpture was designed for the famous Plaza de Mayo. However, later on, it was moved here in Puerto Madero. Very often you will see glass protection like this. Here, it's not so bad and you can see the sculpture. However, sometimes it's protected with like a huge gate and you can hardly see anything, so there is no point even. After this monument of Venice is located Paseo de la Gloria. It's a path of glory, and it was opened in 2018 when it was held the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018. And this path was dedicated to famous sportsmen who were representing Argentina. So the first person is Guillermo Vilas. It's a tennis player who won 62 tournaments in his career. However, unfortunately, he doesn't have a hand anymore. There are also some sculptures that are not present here anymore. And we also passed some where there are just these writings on the wall and on the floor and nothing else.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep...
We also found a very beautiful little park on our way. However, as usual, one more time, it's closed. Like all the time, everything is closed for some reason. There are gates around it, and from all the sides, it's literally closed. Glory didn't turn out what we expected. It's very abandoned. There are not so many sculptures, and I think it's not the best place to visit. What do you think? Yeah, because on the internet you will, when you see it, it seems like so interesting, but when you come here, definitely not the best thing in the world. We are done for today with Puerto Madero. We still have a natural reserve to check, but it's pretty big and we didn't manage that today. So I hope you enjoyed this place. I wouldn't say it's something special, but it's still worth seeing if you want to see the youngest neighborhoods in Buenos Aires. So please make sure to like our video, comment and subscribe down below to stay updated with our videos from Argentina. Bye bye.
Bye bye.